Hello, everyone. This is John Crate, and we are playing The Lord of the Rings Online. Now, I played this game quite a number of years ago. This game's been around for 15 years. So it's probably been almost a decade since I last played. Probably longer. I probably played it when it had only been out for 3 years, 2-3 years. I played it a decent amount. I was mainly, as is how I usually play games, I was a hunter. So that, for the ranged, because I'm a big ranged guy, I am thinking this time I want to be some sort of tank. Going back to my Final Fantasy XI roots. In Final Fantasy XI, I was a paladin. And I was a paladin at a time that it wasn't very popular to be a paladin. Because in that game, there's the people usually wanted their tank to be a ninja. Because the ninja had these skills where they would use a skill, and it would give them shadows. So these shadows would... Essentially, the enemy would then hit the shadow, and the shadow would disappear, and the ninja would take no damage. So they'd use the skill, and they'd get like 2 shadows. And so they would be basically sitting there constantly refreshing their shadows, so that they would only hit them, and the ninja would never take damage, and the rest of the party could just go to town. However, the problem with that, because I never was in a group with a ninja who was actually a good tank, and yet this is what people always wanted, was a tank, was a ninja tank. Every time I'd be in a group that had a ninja for the tank, they couldn't keep the enemy on them, for one thing. Like, they weren't generating enough damage or hate or aggro to keep the enemy focused on them, for one thing. So basically everybody else would be pulling the monster to them, and they had a hard time keeping the monster on them. And secondly, when a ninja is casting their spell, or their ability or whatever to make more shadows, they can be interrupted. So if they get hit while they're casting it, then they have to do it again, and so more often I feel like all the ninjas that I was ever in a group with had like a 50% rate of successful casting, because they weren't timing it properly. It's like monster hits, okay, now you start casting. You don't like just start casting at a random time because you want to do it right after the monster hits you, because otherwise they're just going to hit you while you're casting it. It's one of those, it's a timing issue. So that's what most people wanted as a tank, and I was never in a group where I saw that as like beneficial to have a ninja tank. I never saw it. So I was the paladin. And as a paladin, my goal was to never lose hate. Never lose the aggro. And I rarely did. Because the paladin had skills like, well, first of all, you had the warrior skill, Taunt, which also the ninjas had, but they were too busy casting their shadow ability to use Taunt, or I guess it was called Provoke back in that game, which generated a good amount of hate. But as a paladin, you had other skills that gained more, like other skills that gained you a lot of hate. Like I forget what it was called, but it was like basically Shield Bash, which could stun the monster, and it generated a lot of hate. There was one that like upped your defense and also generated a little bit of hate. But as a paladin, you also got the ability to heal. So as long as you were constantly healing yourself, that would also generate hate. And healing in that game would generate more long-term hate than anything else, even damage. So as long as you were doing so I had everything on timers. Because in that game you could set timers. Like if you could set up a shortcut so that a macro essentially where you'd You'd use provoke, and then it would give you, and then you could go wait 15 seconds, and they would say, provoke ready in 15 seconds, and then 15 more seconds it would say provoke is ready, and then it's like, okay, I can cast it again, boom, right away. And so I would never lose hate, and everyone was like, you're the best paladin tank I've ever seen. Like, you're way better than any ninja I've ever been in a party with. And so I was kind of known for that. And I kind of want to go back to being a tank. So I'm going to be a guardian, I think. Now, it looks like any of these can be a guardian. Because some of these you can't... Some races can't be certain things. Like, for instance, a dwarf cannot be a Bjorning, which I'm not even certain what that is. I think... I've read a little bit about what's changed in the game recently. And there's been a lot of changes since I last played. But I guess, okay, so I guess Bjorning can only be a Bjorning. And for those familiar with the books, with The Hobbit, Bjorn could turn himself into a bear-like beast. He was like they say here, it's a skin changer. So this is I guess this is a descendant of Bjorn who can skin change. So I guess they can kind of transform into a bear-like creature as well. I don't want to do that, though. And that's the only thing you can be, apparently, as a Bjorning. So, like, an elf can be a brawler. However, okay, a brawler, it looks like you have to buy. So an elf cannot be a burglar or a captain, but can be anything else. A hobbit can be a brawler, a burglar, a guardian, a hunter, a minstrel, or a warden. Well, since I'm going to be a guardian, what do we got for hobbits here? Small size, -7 might. That's not great. Hobbit toughness, though. 15 vitality, that's good. Morale regeneration out of combat, which morale is essentially hit points. +1% fear resistance, and +1% shadow mitigation. Those aren't a lot. Like, those are only 1%, so I'm not super excited about those. I'm more interested in these. So you lose might, but you get vitality, and you regenerate out of combat. Stout axe, what is that? Dwarf, huh? Brought to them by their desire for the ring granted to them by Sauron. Okay, so this is essentially like a dark dwarf. But it looks like I'd have to buy them. What do they have anyway? +15 will, +1% common mitigation. Shadow mitigation, disease resistance, might and agility. -7 vitality, though. That's not great for a tank. -10 fate. I'm not sure what fate does. I should probably look that up, but I don't know what fate does. One-handed axes. Allows the use of one-handed axes. Axes have a small chance of reducing the target's armor. So, can nobody else use one-handed axes then? Except for stout axe? Okay, dwarves can. And they can be a guardian. Just my first thought was dwarf guardian. Because, that just seems like a good combination. So let's see what they have. Sturdiness. Okay, 15 might, 15 vitality, and 1% common mitigation. So that kind of gives everything you'd want in a tank. -7 agility, okay. -7 fate. Again, I'm not entirely certain what that is. I forget what fate is. So they get bonus to regeneration in combat, but they have a big loss outside of combat. And they can use one-handed axes. High elf can be a guardian. So what do they have? Sorrow of the Undying, -7 will. -7 fate. +20 hit points and +60 non-combat regeneration. Yeah, I don't see why... And disease and poison resistance, I don't see why I'd want to use one of them. Then there's man. So gift of men, +15 fate. Decreased will, -7 will. They heal easier. And they have 15 might. So it's probably going to be man or dwarf. And I'm leaning dwarf. Let me check what exactly fate is. I just want to see if I can find... Okay, that's not going to tell me. Here's a wiki. Just fate. I just want to know what fate is. Okay, fate increases a character's in-combat power regeneration and in-combat morale regeneration, as well as their non-combat power regeneration. It also increases the chance and magnitude of critical hits on both healing and damage skills. Like will, fate increases a character's ability to defend against tactical damage sources, as well as their chance to resist the effects of debuffs. For heavy armor and medium armor classes, it also increases finesse, reducing the chance that your skills are resisted by enemies. Okay, so it's not great to lose fate. I still think I'm going to go with a dwarf. You can't pick your... you can only be a male. What's this? Avatar update visible? Not sure what that is. It just changes his beard. Can I change anything else about them? Okay, here we go. Select origin. Okay, so we got the Blue Mountains. Let's see. Naming guidelines. Let's see, Iron Hills. Settled, you come from the Iron Hills, settled by dwarves as a refuge from the cold drakes. Interesting. Then there's the Lonely Mountain, which most people know. The Grey Mountains. And the White Mountains. How about the White Mountains? That sounds interesting. What kind of proboscis is that? We do need a big nose. We do. Yeah, we gotta go there. Hairstyle. I do like the bald look. I'm usually pretty bald in real life. I shave my hair down, so. Facial hair. Oh dear, he looks like he's Amish. We may have to do that one. I don't want the super long one. Yeah, we may have to go like that. Yeah, we need some weary eyes. Something like that. Eyebrows? Oh, he looks so sad. Sure. I like number 9. Details? Just kind of a weathered face. Oh, I like that. 10 is also good. Yeah, let's go with that. Eye color. Let's go with the nice blue. Skin color. How white can he be? I guess that's about as far as we're going to get. Hair color. I want to be kind of graying. I think that's interesting. Body type. Oh. I think having a smaller body type will help with, like, I don't like things when they clip together, like when your armor clips together. So I think when we have a smaller body type, that'll help with that. We need a name. If we randomize, Eelgul, no. Hogsy, Tolfred, Borkfee. That is a good name, Borkfee. I'm tempted to go with Borkfee. I might have to. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Borkfee. Okay. Oh, that name was taken. Oh, come on. What's the point of randomize then? I don't even... Hrafaked? Jombenord? Merlang? Wandfig? Korgald? I'm thinking most of these randomized names are going to be taken. How about Thorin? I'm trying to think of something that's like... trying to just think of some random word that sounds dwarvish. Thranoin. I don't know. I'm trying to put like too many of these in there. Thrimley. Ah, somebody's already a Thrimley. Does it really have to be... I suppose it doesn't have to be Dwarven, though. How about, you know, back... My paladin's name is Cookington in Final Fantasy XI. So let's just be Cookington. Okay. Now, one of the reasons I've decided to start playing this game now is because they're doing their 15th anniversary, which means there's a lot of free stuff. Like, you'll gain access. You can, during this time period, you can gain access to like almost all of the expansions. Let's see, many characters and even objects will offer quest information, and even objects. Right click. Let's see, blue quest rings tell you that the NPC may have helpful reminders of what you need to be doing. Epic story quests have a flaming ring to signify the importance of the quest for the main storyline. Let's see, I'm Gandalf if you do not know me. I'm also Gandalf if you do know me. I'm quite tired. Let's see. Walk with Gandalf and listen to him for a bit. Your Lord Thorin makes ready to go on a dangerous journey. God, you're so slow. He asks me to advise him, yet he never listens. Wisdom is a curse. Dwalin and Ballin. Sure, he's Ballin. Hail, Ballin and Dwalin, it is time. We will make ready to leave. The lonely mountain awaits. Doesn't listen, so I'll have to give things a little nudge. You see, we need another party member for the company that departs for the Lonely Mountain. 13 won't do. Thorin will not like my choice. Is it me? Am I your choice? Can you give me a weapon? Oh, I have a weapon. The final companion to join us will be a burglar, a hobbit. Pah, don't look at me like that. Bilbo Baggins will make a better burglar than even he knows. Oh, so this is... We're at the beginning of The Hobbit right now, I take it then? Thorin will balk, but he will need Bilbo before the end. But hush, let us say no more of the matter. Thorin is near. Good day to you, Gloin. The others are making ready to depart. That is good news. I am weary of planning and waiting. Have a safe journey, father. I shall see you on my return, son. Much honor will be restored to our family. Hail, Thorin Oakenshield. I am at your service. Gandalf, is it time? Yes, the rest of the company is assembling at Freren's court, all but one, of course. Take this guy, he looks pretty badass. This mysterious warrior of whom you speak so highly, I look forward to meeting him. Seriously, can I have one of those? Bilbo is an awfully strange name for a dwarf. Should be an interesting fellow. Gormer, my trusted friend. You are hereby appointed steward of these halls in my absence. I bid you a safe journey and a prosperous return. Oh, now I have to talk to him. Young one, you have dilly-dallied long enough. You ought to get back to work now. Hasn't your foreman given you enough to do? Collect your equipment from the satchel near the door. Oh, there's a satchel. Okay. Hold down... To move your camera around, hold down the... Whoa! I got a hatchet and a wood kite. That mine should be stable. What could be causing that? Cookington, will you help me get the miners out? Yeah, I just got my stuff. Is there anything else in there? No. I'll go get help, Gimli. To move your camera around, hold down the left mouse button and move the mouse around. Like this. If you use the right mouse button, you move the camera as well as your character. Oh, I see. Okay. You can then use either of these to control your viewpoint. I guess I'm just using A and D for that.
Have you equipped your weapon yet?
Quickly now, practice with me before you go into the mine. You never know when evil may appear. Well, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. Press I to open your inventory. to see the weapon, or left-click the bag icons on the bottom of the screen. Right-click on the weapon in your inventory to equip it. This will replace the flimsy weapon you currently have equipped. You should equip your best weapon before attempting to engage in combat. Okay, so we've got a hatchet, which is that's not better than my weak mace though. This is better. Yeah, the weak mace is way better. What's this? Okay, I'll open that later. Oh, now I have to be level 5 to use. So, oh, we get a steed already. Ow! What are you doing? Stop hitting me. Attack. What skills do I have? Sting. Guardian's Ward. Strengthens defenses. What else do I have? Retaliation. Okay, so that's for a parry response. Guardian's Ward. Shield Swipe. So a block has to happen first. So here we go.
We've got to clear out all these miners.
A shaking tunnel is never a good sign. We could even feel it outside. Quickly, Cookington. You take this passage straight ahead. I'll go off into the side passage. This mountain sure is grumpy today. Oh, I can just walk over shit. Leave. Monsi, it's time for you to leave. Let's see. So we have to order to clear out? Good. If I didn't know better, I'd think there was a troll romping around on the mountain. There's one more miner left on the way. Let's go fetch him. Okay, Foreman. Just take the side path. You're the foreman. Don't you have a key? There he is. I don't think he can even hear me. Hum-be-dum. This mine isn't safe. Doody-dum. That's got it. He opened up the wall. It's a troll. You don't scare me, troll. Gimli's leading him away. I'd love to help him, but how do I get over there? I don't know how much longer Gimli can keep that troll busy. Oh, now you're gonna break the door. Can I loot you? Didn't they go this way? Something strange about this place. A dwarf corpse. Search the corpse. Dwarf is perfectly preserved and he lies among ruins of an ancient elf structure. We have to defeat cave claws on our way. Oh, I can't go that way. Sting! When you defeat enemies or complete quests, you gain experience. Earn enough, and your power and stats will increase for leveling. You gain access to new skills and equipment, yes. But I still need quite a bit to level to 2. I thought they're only worth 8. Get him! Get him! Sting! There, we did it. What's this? Oof. I'm stunned. Well, they're doing something. So Gandalf turned it to stone or something. So why did I even bother coming all this way? I'm glad Gormer fetched me in time. I do not doubt Cookington's courage, but I think this foe would have overwhelmed you both. Yeah, probably. What's this? Oh, he picked up something shiny. What do you have, Gormer? I found a trinket underfoot. Can I have it? These are the ruins of Adheelian. Skorger, my great ancestor, was murdered here in ancient times. The elves do not remember it that way, but it is no matter. Cookington, you look as though you have something to say. I mean, do I? Did you hear that, Gromer? I wonder if Cookington has come upon Skorgrim, lying under the collapsed ruins where he was smitten by an elf warrior named Taligan. But that is a matter of years long past. My business is with Thorin today. Gormer may look into the grave of his ancestor while he is steward of this land in Thorin's absence. Am I in that group, then? Nos Grimsong.
I have come to offer my service to His Majesty.
Let's see. Here we are as Dwalin bid, standing amongst the party of elves who arrived when we did. But now what? Who should we talk to? That fellow over there, the dark-haired one, looks to be the leader of this company. Dwalin sent us to find out why they are here and if we may be of any assistance to them. You are the more courteous dwarf, Cookington. Go on, speak to that tall fellow. Do you think he speaks the common tongue? I get to choose one here. I'm guessing I want the big one. quest guiding system. The quest guide system will help point you to the general area of your tracked quest objectives using the map and radar displays. Once you are in a general area of a quest target, the area name below your minimap will begin to glow. Additionally, the quest tracker helps you check your progress up to 5 quests at a time. You can open your quest journal to view the details of a quest in the tracker by clicking the icon next to the quest. So Eladan is who I'm supposed to talk to.
It is interesting that the dwarves arrived, though we came for different purposes.
Let's see. Hail, friend dwarf. I was not aware that Dwalin, a former guest of my father's, had come hither as well. Perhaps our two quests are not unrelated. I and my brother Elro here have come to investigate a dream my father had. Evil stirs, or it will if we are too late. You have been to this area more recently than we. It has been many long years since last these elves were in Adheelian, their ruined home of old. Perhaps you can help us with your knowledge of these halls. Okay, I want the breastplate, clearly. You have obtained an item. Any...
Great among the wise, and his dreams and foretellings do not often stray from the mark.
So you obtained an item. Any items you obtain will be contained within your inventory. You can access your inventory via the interface at the bottom of the screen or by using the designated hotkey. So that's I. In your inventory, you can double-click a piece of armor or weapon to equip it to your character. You can also open your character panel by pressing C and drag the item into the appropriate equipment slot. If you already have an item equipped, the new item will become equipped in the old item. Okay. You can manage space in your inventory by clicking the Edit Mode button. Where's Edit Mode? Let's see, there's also a search bar on bag 1 that will allow you to find specific items. Okay. I don't want, if I move these all over here, is it gonna, like, when I close them, will they pop back up over here? Yes, okay. So now we have a lot more defense. Okay, my father was among the wise, and his dreams and foretellings do not often stray from the mark. These are the words he imparted to me. Blood-red footsteps upon snow-colored black, where the dour king walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. I'm no Riddle Master, but some of the elves of my company have skill in solving such things. Come, let us speak with the Riddle Masters Marilyn and Dorolus, for Dorolus bade us come here. Hopefully they know where to start looking. And I'm guessing I want this one.
How can I be of service?
Okay, so the person I'm looking for is up ahead. Wait. According to this, I'm like on top of the person I want to talk to. Oh, there's somebody. Here to help solve the riddle that is Elrond's dream. Look yonder. Thorn's Hall belches smoke and soot, and the white snow of the mountain is black ere it touches the floor of the valley. Upon snow-colored black. What do you think? It is rather literal for a riddle. Guardian Trainer.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I can't actually do anything there. Okay. How about you?
I was the one who led the party here, but there is a slight flaw in my thinking.
For I believe the Dour King is none other than Skorgrim, king of the Dour Hands of old. There's only one problem with my logic. Skorgrim has been dead for many long years. He died here when he tried to raid Adheelian for elven relics and that he believed would ensure his immortality. I hope I've not led the party astray, but my heart tells me Skorger is part of this story. You know, you could have gone and talked to him yourself, buddy.
Why did Dorolas lead us here?
Dorla.
He was dead.
Dolus led us here because he believes that Skorgrim is the dour king in my father's dream. Had I known, I never would have let this party be led here. Skorgrim is dead. My father watched him die. But Marathon believes she has found a piece of the puzzle. The black snow, dirtied from the Dourhen's slovenly stewardship of these halls. I'll permit the investigation to continue, but I am very skeptical and disappointed in Dorolas' judgment. Well, give me the gauntlets. Hey, we leveled up. You've received a new title. I don't need a title. Whether Doros was right or wrong in leading us here, my heart warns me that danger is near, as is often the case with the wide world of late. Before getting started, everyone should be prepared. You are a guardian, as I can see plainly, but have you mastered your skills? I fear that you will be tested as a warrior in these harsh mountains. You should speak with your trainer to make sure you are ready. Okay, well, I do want to equip... There. Also, is there a... can I sell stuff?
What do you need?
Yeah, I can sell all of these for just... It's only going to get me 4, but hey, they're taking up space in my inventory. So I need to talk to my trainer. Okay. I'm here to help you learn how to use skills that make you a more powerful guardian. As you gain levels, more skills will become available to you. See, guardians rely on reactive skills to deal damage and generate threat against their enemies. Shield swipe requires that the guardian block an incoming enemy attack before they can use the skill. Head over to the training dummies to the north of the trainer and attack it until you successfully block one of their attacks. If you're having trouble getting a block, try using Guardian's Ward to increase your chances of blocking enemy attacks. Once you have blocked an attack, you will be able to use your shield swipe skill. Strike the training dummy with shield swipe. Okay, so I'll get a wooden shield, which is clearly way better. And I'll get to choose one of these. This gives me a plus 1%. So I'm thinking the axe is what I want. Since we can use... That's kind of our special weapon. Okay. So find a training dummy. There we go. Bam! But I didn't I do it? There, okay, I guess I just didn't hit it. I guess when I did it, I didn't actually... I used the skill, but I didn't actually hit him.
What do you need?
I think you'll be an excellent guardian someday. Okay, so I'll take the Warren hand axe. Which means I should equip these. Which means I should sell these.
May I help you?
Ooh, that's worth 2.
You have a true warrior's heart.
Finish now. I'll give Dorolas' theory a chance since we are here. Marathon is not unconvinced either. We should investigate the ruins of Adheelian, the place where Skorgrim fell, and ensure that he is still dead. The elves watched him die, so if Skorgrim's grave is undisturbed, then the mystery will be even greater. Okay. I will accept this quest, of course. I'm supposed to talk to... somebody here. So is it this? That points me to Thorin's Hall. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so we're going this way. Is this as fast as I can go? I can't... I suppose if I had a mount, I could go faster. One second. I want to adjust my mic stand because I want to lean back a little bit. Okay, I think that's going to work better. Okay.
I do not think I have the will to go back into that place.
I'm lucky to be alive after the injuries I bore the day Adheelian fell. I do not think I will have the will to go back. It is only a shadow of its former glory now. Only pain remains. So... I put this down a little... Put the camera down a little bit, more level. So I want to talk to someone in here, it looks like. Through the gate. Thankfully it is very labeled. Oh, you're hiding. Oh, Adheelian. I was a healer, but my strength in mending was not enough to mend the hurts caused by Skorger and his dour-hand warriors. I cannot return here without great sadness in my heart. It is such a needless war. We sought immortality in the relics we kept here, but found only death. Up there. It was across this bridge that brave Talagan brought the library's walls down upon Skorgrim and himself, thus putting an end to Skorgrim's lust for immortality. The walls smote them both as they crumbled. But that is a strange flower, one that I have never seen before. Is it familiar to you, dwarf? I got some consumables. You are the dwarf that discovered Skorgrim's body some years ago, are you not? Am I? It was the ruined cellar of Adheelian's library that you came upon, above which Skorgrim Dourhand fell to his doom after attacking my first city. This mine is just down the mountainside from here. You should perhaps continue your search where it started and see if his body lies preserved there still. For my part, I have no wish to look upon him again. Defeat pests. And again, I will need the chainmail, I would imagine. Okay, so... Can I open this? Okay, I guess not. So where do I want to go here? It says I want to go this way. Oh, well, but I can't go through that. Okay. See if we can find another way around. Through here, perhaps? I've encountered no pests yet. Oh, didn't mean to jump. Ah, there we go. Silver Deep Mine. I'm guessing I'll go this way before too long. Kill it. You've earned loot. And then we got a title. We'll do of the White Mountains, I guess. Broken Claw. Yes, that's not a door I can interact with. Yeah, I know about the store. Okay, so we did it. Oh yeah, we were here. Didn't realize we were in the same place. Oh, okay. That was just... Never mind. There we go. We used... Successfully used... What is it? Blue. I forget what that means. Shield's white. Skorgrim's body is gone, but the same strange flower is found. Bring the red flower somewhere. So the body is gone. So is there anything deeper in here? Let's keep killing some stuff. Shield swipe, yeah! Well, there's a troll. Shield swipe, do it! See if there's anything more to this place. Don't think there is. Oh, here's something. Nope, never mind. Guess we're leaving. I wonder what that trinket he found that they found on the ground was next to the troll. We're approaching level 4, which is a good. So this is just like the starting area is what I'm... Bam! Got to use those skills as often as possible because you basically you can level them up.